YouTube channel. So today's video is all about skin and getting that flawless skin with Essence Cosmetics. So I'll take you guys with me on basically my routine to go from having like a bare face to having a flawless face. But I also get to share with you guys something that I've been wanting to share with you for like 5 months, which is basically my Essence campaign that's launched. And it is me and 3 other beautiful ladies, Jessica, Mihlali and Refilwe, and we are part of this campaign to showcase the new foundations and shades that Essence Cosmetics have launched. So it's super exciting for me. It's my first like huge international campaign, and like the whole process from the shoot to, you know, like the actual launches that's coming up is super exciting for me. So I'm just feeling like super blessed and super thankful to be a part of an amazing team and basically an amazing campaign. So I'm just super excited for it all to unfold, and this video is basically one of a few others that you guys will see of how I showcase like the amazing Essence products that I get to play around with. So my whole face right now is Essence Cosmetics, even my eyes, even my lips, everything on my face today is Essence Cosmetics. So if you guys would like to see how I create this flawless finish, hashtag team flawless, continue watching. Okay, so I decided to do my eyes off camera because today's video is focused on the skin and getting that nice flawless finish. So I will show you guys a little close-up of my eyes. This is basically a little glitter half cut crease, and all of the products that I used on my eye will be listed below in the description. So yeah, if you're keen on seeing what I used for this eye, just look below. Okay, so moving on to the rest of my skin. So I start off by prepping my skin with some moisturizer. After I moisturize my skin, I will go in with a primer. So today I'm going to be using the Essence Fresh and Fit primer, and it's basically a pore minimizing primer which helps smooth out your skin and fills any pores that you may have, so that like the foundation or whatever product you put on your face does not just like sit inside your pores. It looks like a pearl kind of a color, this primer, and it says it has like vitamin complex and cranberry water inside. So I'm just gonna put this all over my skin. I kind of feel like this primer kind of gave me a glow. Like my skin's looking a little bit glowy, which is nice. So after I prime my skin, I go in with color correcting. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this Essence Cover Stick in the shade 30, which is Matte Honey. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this over the color that I put on my face. So you don't actually have to go in with a concealer first. I just find that sometimes it does help so that the color doesn't kind of show through your foundation if your foundation is more on the lightweight to medium weight side. But it's up to you if you want to just go straight in with foundation, or if you want to do what I'm doing now and go in with the concealer after you color correct. And just kind of press this concealer in, blend it into my skin. Okay, so now what I do is, I know I look a little bit pale right now, but this is just basically to conceal under the eyes and conceal on those color correcting spots. And what I find is that if I use a lighter shade concealer, it kind of helps a bit more with the coverage, and then also when you put your foundation over, it kind of all just blends in properly. So I'm going to go in with the Essence Insta Perfect, which is one of the new foundations from Essence Cosmetics. I'm going to be going in with the shade 60, and I'm also going to be using the Soft Touch Mousse foundation, and this is in the shade 40 Matte Toast. So I'm going to be using these two, and this is basically, the Insta Perfect is basically one of the new foundations. It is a matte foundation, and it's also buildable in coverage, and I'm in the shade 60. And then I'm also going to go in and use some of the Essence Soft Touch Mousse, which I'm sure those of you who are familiar with the Essence Cosmetics have seen this one before. But what they have done is they've added a few more shades, so there's a little bit more variety. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with the Insta Perfect first. So I'm just putting a little bit of this foundation, and I'm just gonna use this on my skin you know, apply it like how one normally does. I like to use like a kabuki kind of a brush because I can like pat it into my skin and it looks like less streaky, like when you use like a flatter foundation brush. It feels quite nice on the skin. Doesn't feel like funky. Feels nice. I'm not gonna put on too many layers. I'm just gonna put like one layer. I'm just gonna use this beauty blender, press it into my skin further. So I'm a very full coverage girl, I'm not gonna lie. I love my full coverage foundation, but I'm not like a big fan of using like so many different like layers of the same foundation. So what I found worked for me is to basically use like one layer of this foundation, and then I'd use some of this soft touch mousse and just use a little bit and just press it into my skin, and together I find that it just creates like a really nice finish. Voila! As you can see, my skin's looking quite nice and smooth. You don't even see these zits that were over here because the color correcting helped with that. So yeah, that's what I do for my foundation. I really love using these two together, but obviously it's up to you if you just want to use one or the other. And yeah, I'm gonna just go in with this concealer again, just underneath my eyes. Just dab a little bit. Just dab a little bit. Then after I put my concealer underneath my eyes, I'm going to use some of this Essence Brighten Up powder, which is like a banana powder, which I use to sit underneath my eyes so that there's no creases. And I'm just going to, you know, get right in there and put it underneath my eye. Just sit underneath my eye. And I'm just going to put a little bit here on my T-zone, because I do tend to get a bit oily there. Okay, so while this is like setting in, I'm just gonna use some of this soft touch mousse again, but this is now in the shade 50, and this is matte caramel. And I'm just gonna go in and contour my face. So this is actually like really smooth. I want to show you guys. It's like really smooth. It reminds me of like the chocolate mousse that you can buy in stores and eat, you know, like the consistency. It's so like spongy and nice, but that means it'll be nice to blend. So I'm just gonna contour a little bit, you know. There we go. So normally what I do is I do this before I put underneath my eyes powder, but I kind of forgot, but we're gonna go with it. And I'm just gonna contour my face a little bit and under my chin to get that fat gone. And I'm just gonna blend that out, baby. So yeah. And then I'm just gonna use some of this mattifying powder in the shade Toffee. I also really like using this one. It's like very well loved. I use it all the time. It is the compact powder in True Mahogany. I'm not sure if they still stock this one though, but I'm gonna use a little bit of both to intensify the contour a little bit and to set the contour, because it is a foundation and I don't want it to move. And then I'm gonna just wipe this banana powder off. Okay, so I just put a little bit of like a lash line, some eyeshadow, and I used this baby over here. But I'll put the names of these things down below, so don't forget to check that out. But anyway, so now that my foundation is on, I contoured, I set that contour, I'm gonna go in with some blush just to give me some color to my cheeks, you know. And I'm going to use the Essence Matte Touch blush. I like to use like a nice like fluffy brush just so that doesn't create any like harsh blush lines. I'll just smile, you know. give some color to this cheeks. And then what I like to do is I just use my foundation brush that I used before to just go over the blush so that it's not as like boom, you know, as boom, but it's not like as like bam in your face. So it's like a softened blush. So it's starting to look all, you know, put together. So now to finish off this look, I'm going to be going in with the Glow to Go highlighting palette. And I really like this highlighter. I used some for the inner corner of my eyes as well. So I'm just going to spray some of this fixing spray on my brush, just so that I can pick up some more of the highlight. And I'm going to go in with this color over here and a little bit of this one. So I'm going to mix these two. Do the things highlight. Yes. Yes. I love it when highlighters come through for me. Like, I'm not like a, oh, I just want a little bit of a shine, you know. Like, I am a glow, baby. I want to see that glow. And this is giving me that glow. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some lipstick. And once the lipstick is on, you'll see that this face just looks put together. Over here from the My Only One palette. I think it's a really pretty color. So I'm going to use that. And maybe mix it a little bit with this color over here. And together I'll get like a nice mauve lip. And then I'm going to use the Keep It Perfect setting spray just to kind of finish off this whole look and lock it in, so that my skin looks nice and refreshed and flawless all day. So that was basically like my skin routine to get it looking flawless with Essence Cosmetics. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like this video and also leave me some love in the comments below. Also please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And yeah, until next time, bye.